In the project 1, we have to create this sheet metal part sink. So as you can see here, we have a flat sheet, and then here we have a hole. So we're going to create this hole with a forming tool. So we have to create a forming tool, and then inside of that hole we have a small hole, and also we're going to create this small hole with a forming tool. So we have to create 2 forming tools. Then after that, we're going to use forming tools from the design library to add those forming tools here, and then we're going to create this pipe here. So let's create the first forming tool. So let's open a new part file, and let's create a new sketch. Let's go on the top plane, let's go with a sketch. Let's select your center rectangle. Let's go to the origin. Let's put some dimensions. Let's go here with 500. Like this. And let's go here with 500 as well. Like this. Now let's go to the features, extrude boss base. Let's go here with 250. Like this. Let's click OK. Now let's create here on this face a new sketch, and let's select here offset entities. So let's increase here distance. Let's go with 150, like this. Let's click OK. Now we're going to extrude this sketch. Features, extrude boss base. The depth doesn't matter, so let's go with 250 as it is. Let's click OK. We're going to only use this feature to create fillets here. So now we can go here to the fillets. Let's go to the fillet. Let's go here with the radius 80, like this. Let's select here this edge, like this. Now you can see here the preview. Let's select here this edge, like this, and this edge here. This is it. And now let's select here this face, like this. Let's click OK. And this is what we are looking for. Now we can cut this feature here. So we can open this, sketch 2. We can go here to the features, extrude cut, and let's go with reverse direction, 250. Let's go with a cut, like this. And this is the part that we're going to use to create a forming tool 1. So let's go here now to the sheet metal, and let's select here forming tool. So for the stopping phase, we're going to select this face here. We won't have any face to remove. We're going to only have forming faces, those faces here. Now let's go here to the insertion point tab. Let's select this point here, so the origin, and let's click OK. And this is our forming tool. Now we have to save this forming tool. So let's go save as. Let's call it forming tool 1 sink, like this. Now let's go here, change the file type to the form tool. Now we are in the design library, so let's go here to the forming tools and bosses, like this. Now you can save in this folder as a form tool, or you can save it as a part. Let's save it, like this. Now if we go here to the design library, we can refresh it here, refresh, and bosses, and here we can see forming tool 1 sink. Now we have to create the second forming tool, the small one. So let's create a new part. Let's go on the top plane, let's create a new sketch. Now we're going to select a circle. Let's go right to the origin, like this. Let's go with the diameter 100. Now we're going to extrude this circle. So let's go to the features, extrude boss base. Let's go with a depth 40. Like this. Let's click OK. Now we want to create here fillets, so we're going to create a new feature here on this face. Let's go to the sketch, offset entities. Let's increase the distance. Let's go to 50. And let's click OK. Now we can extrude this. Extrude boss base. Let's go here with the 40 or any other depth. And let's click OK. And now we're going to add here fillets. So we can go here to the fillet. Let's go with a 10. Let's select this edge here. Let's select this edge here, like this. And now we can click OK. Now we can delete this feature here because we don't need that feature now anymore. So we can go here, sketch 2. Extrude cut, like this. Let's go with reverse direction, 40 millimeters. Let's go with a cut, like this. And now on this face, we have to create a sketch circles because we want to split our face with those circles. So let's go here, let's create a new sketch, like this. Now let's go here to the offset entities. Let's select this edge here, like this. Let's go here with a 10. Let's go with reverse, like this. Let's click OK. Now let's go to the offset entities again. Let's select this circle now. Let's go with the reverse. Let's click OK. And let's repeat the procedure, offset entities. Let's select this circle now. Reverse direction. Let's click OK. Now we're going to convert those circles to the constructions. So select this circle. Let's go here, construction geometry, like this. As well, let's select this one here. Let's go to the construction. And this one here, let's go here to the construction geometry. Now we're going to create a new circle on this circle here. So let's select here circle. Let's go to this point here, like this. Let's go to smart dimension. Let's put here 8 millimeters, like this. Now we want to create more circles on these circles, and for that we're going to use circular sketch pattern. So let's click here. Let's select this origin, like this, and entities to pattern. Let's select this circle, like this. Now let's increase here the number of instances. As you can see, let's go to 10. Let's click OK. Now we're going to select another circle. We're going to create a new circle here, like this. Let's go with smart dimension. Let's go here with 8 as well. Again, we're going to use circular sketch pattern. So let's click here. Let's go to the origin, entities to pattern. Let's go with this circle. Let's increase here the number of instances to 7. And let's click OK. As well, let's create circles on this circle. So let's go to the circle. Let's go to smart dimension. And let's go here with 8 millimeters. Like this. Let's go here to the circular sketch pattern. Let's click here. Let's select this origin. Entities to pattern. Let's go here with this sketch. And let's go with 4. Let's click OK. And this is what we are looking for. Now we're going to split this face with those circles. So we can click here on those tab, right click, analysis preparation, and here we have a tool split line. So here we have the current sketch. Now we have to select face to split. Let's select this face. As well, type of split, let's go with projection. Let's click OK. And this is what we are looking for, because now on those faces we want to have a hole. So now we can convert this part to forming tool. So let's go to sheet metal, forming tool. For a stop face, we're going to use this face here. And faces to remove, we're going to select those circles here. Make sure you select all circles, like this. Now let's go here to the insertion point. Let's select here the origin, like this. Let's click OK. And now here we have stopping face, forming faces in yellow, and in the red we have faces to remove. Now let's save this. Let's go save as, like this. Let's go here, forming tool and bosses. Let's call this one forming tool to sync. We can save it as a part type, it doesn't matter because we are in the forming tool folder and the Solidworks will recognize it as a forming tool. Let's go with a save. Now we can refresh here, and here we have forming tool 2 and 1. And now in the next lecture, we're going to start to create our sync.